my lovely little fishes, Courtney Mermaid here, and in today's video I'm going to give you guys my top 5 favorite things to make mermaiding more enjoyable for you. Alright guys, so if you are already a mermaid, you know the struggle is real. And if you're new to mermaiding, there are a few things I'm going to enlighten you guys on today and give you options for making these things a little bit less uncomfortable. As so many people say, mermaiding is this incredible thing where you need to look like you're at one with the water and you're totally comfortable, and at the same time you're probably in the most uncomfortable state you've ever been in your life. So there are a couple of things that you can do to solve some of the common problems, and let's start with number 1, earplugs. So water in your ears is a big deal. I hate getting water in my ears. I am prone to all kinds of ear problems, vertigo, and all kinds of lovely things, and water in my ears just isn't a nice option. My current favorite kind of earplugs are these wax guys that you can find these at your local drugstore. They come in these little balls and you just kind of pull them apart. Well, I can use one is big enough. I've got pretty small ears. And you stick it in there and you mold it into your ear. There are a lot of different earplugs on the market you can try. It took me, I think, 3 different earplugs to get to these that I finally found that I really, really liked. It was actually a recommendation on Raina Mermaid's channel that I found these and was like, oh my goodness, why I love them. Yeah, so these ones are really awesome. They come in a set of 4. I know that Speedo makes a brand. There's a bunch of different brands that actually make these. So you can just Google swimming earplugs and you'll be able to find something like this. And give them all a go. You know, these aren't for everyone. Not everyone likes them. Some people prefer the ones that are plugs. Some people will actually get custom ones made. Now the thing with the custom ones is they are more expensive. Like I have a custom pair, not made for swimming, but they were about $350. So you have to go in and get your ear, a mold made of your ear and the whole thing. So these are a great option, these wax ones, because they just mold. You can just stick them in there and they stay in. You can't hear squat, but they work really well for keeping water out of your ears and in a comfortable, not so intrusive way as some of the other earplugs on the market. All right, favorite mermaid item number 2, nose plugs. Okay, so I did synchronized swimming when I was young, and I was introduced then to nose clips or nose plugs. And the kind that I use here, this is just an over the nose. I'll give you guys a quick demo of how this works. This just sits, if my camera will focus on my face, this just sits over your nose like that. So super glamorous, you get a nice plug sounding nose. There are other kinds that you can get that fit up your nose as well. There are other ones that are clear that are really good for swimming. I have always been a fan of this kind, so I just use them. And what I do is when I don't use it 100% of the time, I only use it if I'm gonna do anything where I have to roll around. I am comfortable getting water up my nose, but it's not like, if I can, like pool water is gross, guys. Like if I can avoid inhaling water at the pool, I will try my best to do that. So I just wear it like a ring. I'll actually just stick it on my finger as a ring. Kids don't notice it when it's on my finger. They don't ask. I'm just like, oh no, it's just a ring. It's just a ring like any of my other rings. And if I need it, sometimes I can swim underwater and pull it off, put it on, do what I need to do, and then take it off. It is just a handy thing to have, especially when you're practicing, if you're learning something new. If you've never done a backflip before, water will get up your nose if you don't like exhale through your nose. So this, for practicing your technique, can be a really useful item. So there you go, nose clips. All right, number 3, eye drops. So mine looks totally gross and disgusting because I just keep it right next to the water, so it gets wet and all the packaging and everything comes off. These are genteel eye drops. This is just natural, the fake tears, and I love this stuff. So as I'm practicing, you know, you've got your eyes open underwater, things start to sting, things start to get blurry, I'll just pop a couple in. I won't do this during gigs. Like if I have a gig with children, I will just tough it out and then rinse my eyes out like crazy afterwards, just because it can be a bit weird, you just being there like putting eye drops in your eyes. If I'm at the pool practicing and somebody asks, I will say, well, it's just because you humans put so much chemicals in your water that I have to keep my eyes nice and clean using eye drops. So this is a really handy thing to have. This will make your experience far more enjoyable, especially if you're just learning how to open your eyes underwater and the experience is a little bit jarring as it is. Having eye drops, or even just getting used to using eye drops, will actually make that experience a little bit less ick and a little bit nicer overall. So sorry I keep playing with my hair. My hair is wet and it's cold in here and I'm cold, and so I've just like, I could put it up, but I've had it down, so continuity is a thing, and anyways, there you go. So yeah, so eye drops are a great option. There's also eye gel as part of that, and I just use tear gel. And that's what I use. And this I will use before I get in the water. It blurs your vision, but your vision is blurry anyways, especially if you're like me and you rock glasses. Your vision's blurry anyways, so what's a bit of eye gel? And the eye gel just makes a protective layer. It doesn't last for very long before you feel like you need drops or to reapply, but it helps a little bit just to kind of get you in the water and get you started. So 2 great items you guys should know about. Number 4, goggles. Now, I can't stress this enough. I should have even put this one before the eye drops. If you're just practicing and you're just hanging out at the pool, wear goggles. Like, do yourself a favor, do yourself a solid, and don't expose your eyes to chlorine and all the gunk and disgustingness that is in pools for longer than you have to. I love to wear goggles when I'm mermaiding. It makes a nicer experience. It's more enjoyable for me because I can see where I'm going. Now, I've been mermaiding long enough. My eyes have gotten a bit better. I can make out things like cameras, people, a few details in the pool, things like this, so I can kind of see underwater. That's just something that comes with practice as your pupils learn to constrict underwater. But this goggles, guys, goggles. Oh, please, just use goggles. They're so handy. If you're going to a new pool, you haven't been there before, you don't know the location, use goggles. You need to know your environment to be safe so that when you aren't using goggles, you aren't randomly running into walls or anything like that. That's a whole other segment of just like keeping a hand out if you're not sure, like coming up for air to check. But using goggles is just a really smart thing, and they're always really handy to have on hand if you have somebody for like taking video of you underwater. They're gonna need goggles. If they don't have their own, they can borrow yours, that kind of thing. So goggles are a super handy item to have to make mermaiding easier on you. And last, but certainly not least, you're gonna need a monofin. I know, the obvious, right? Maybe I should have done this one first. A monofin is gonna complete your mermaid experience. I recommend getting a monofin that's comfortable. Which monofin you choose to get is going to be determined by what your goals are as a mermaid. For me, it's all about the experience. When I'm in my mermaid tail, I don't want to be thinking about how uncomfortable I am. Are my foot pockets showing? Are my toes showing? Am I gonna cramp? Am I gonna get blisters? Is it gonna be an issue? Like, does it look real? Does it look fake? Is it and all of these, is it ruining my tail? Like, all of these things are things that for me are really important, which is why I choose the Luna above and beyond all monofins that I have so far tried. At the time of filming this, I film all my videos well in advance, right? So, but at the time of filming this, I have ordered 2 other monofins, another one from Finis and one from Mahina that I am interested in trying. There may be a video out before you see this, so, but at the time of filming this, that's when that's happening. As of right now, I've tried one competitor fin. I've tried the Finis Rapid. I've tried the Finis Aquarius. I feel flippers. I've used various flippers. I love this more than words could honestly express, and it's not because I'm a Finis ambassador. That happened after I was telling everybody how much I loved this fin, and they reached out to me and were like, "Hey, would you like to be an ambassador?" And I was like, "Oh my goodness, do I ever?" this Monofin is the Monofin for mermaiding for me. This delivers the most authentic mermaid experience in my opinion. I do not get cramps, I do not get blisters. It fits incredibly. Your toes are concealed. Your toes show only out the back, but when you're greeting children, they can't see your toes because you're flopping your tail this way when you're sitting. Right? They don't see your toes. It's an incredible, incredible design for a Monofin. I am super, super happy. Kudos to the team who came up with this design. You guys did a great job. And I honestly, I will be a Finis Luna girl forever. I know that the other two Monofins I'm ordering are also top drawer that everybody talks a lot about and really enjoys, but this one for me, I just love the flow and everything. So this turned into a bit of a Finis fangirl moment, but I did have to share with you guys this for an authentic, comfortable, good, solid mermaid experience. This is the Monofin. I definitely recommend. If you are interested in picking up this bad boy from www.finisswim.com, there's links and everything in the description box below. If you use my discount code, my special discount code, Mermaid Courtney, all one word, all lowercase, you can get 20% off at checkout of your purchase. So definitely worth checking out, but this is a mermaid must-have in my opinion. Try it out for yourself, see what you think, but I love this Monofin dearly. It may not give you the same propulsion as a lot of the stiffer blades because this is quite a flexible blade, but I feel like a mermaid when I'm in this. And for me, that's the most important part about the experience, right guys? And that was what this video is about. The mermaid must-haves to make your experience more enjoyable at the pool. And I frankly feel like of all the Monofins I've tried, this one does that. This, in addition to the goggles, the earplugs, the nose clip, the eye drops, all of that together will really help round out your mermaid experience at the pool. And I'm sure you're saying to yourself, well, Courtney, why didn't you include a mermaid tail on the list? Because you can still be a mermaid without a mermaid tail, okay? So you have to start somewhere. I wanted to give you guys the basic 5 must-haves to get going and to make your experience more enjoyable. On that note, those were the 5 items. I hope you found this useful. If you guys are interested in behind the scenes content, monthly update videos, and other fun rewards, be sure to check out my Patreon pod at patreon.com/VancouverMermaid. Links and everything, of course, are in the description box below. I share a lot of behind the scenes stuff with those guys and we have a really good time, so figure I'd share that with you guys too. If you like this video and you are a fan of making mermaiding as comfortable as possible, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of my mermaid adventures. And thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Happy swimming. Bye.